3 armed vehicles of unknown origin were discovered after crossing the western frontier early this morning. Kerman officials have confirmed that they were destroyed.
Hello YouTube, welcome to episode 2 of Kerbal Space Combat. We're going to be building a satellite to try and detect the location of the hostile base that sent the tanks to attack us. So, I'm going to try and make an ion probe of some sort. And that does not look straight. Let's fix it. So this is sped up to 4 times speed. And put a couple ion things in. We only need 1. We're gonna try and discover their base and then put it in geosynchronous orbit over it. So that looks pretty good. Let's set up our action groups, because why not? And let's launch. It's interesting how it sounds like it's sped up like this. And it looks like it's going to go a little wobbly, but yeah, probably could have any stress. Thank you, MacLeod, for launching. Fine tuning, plenty of fuel. We still have all the ion fuel as well. And this is sped up, I think it's 8 times. Well, anyway, it's sped up really fast, especially for the ion burns, because they take absolutely forever. Let's orbit, check our orbit. We are good. So we can open up our thing and detach. Yeah. Now we're looking like a satellite. Turn on our ion drive. Ion drive engage. And so what we're going to do is we're going to sit at about 90, 100 kilometers above the surface and just do an orbit and try and see if there's anything on the map underneath us. And time warp. And for added realism, I kept pointing the satellite dish at the ground, because why not? And, well, there's something over there, but that's just our debris probably. 103 kilometers. No, you might have caught it on the map. Well, let's take it. We're gonna take a few snapshots. So ion drive is very peaceful. You don't have the, the engine noise. Well, that was it. We definitely saw that. And we're gonna fly around again. And see it right near the Space Center? Yeah. Let's look down at it. Should be able to see that. Yeah. Oh, there it is. So we'll take a few high definition infrared photographs. Yep. Target plus. And photos. Alright, so I think that does it for our photographs. Let's see what we got. Alright, so 2 buildings. Looks like a launch pad with rocket parts on it, and maybe, yeah, okay. So that's a tower. It looks like a tower, and probably a launch pad because there are rocket parts on it. Alright, so let's get this thing in geosynchronous orbit. Geosynchronous orbit is... I have a mechanical keyboard. You can probably hear it clicking. 2,868.75 kilometers, but the game really doesn't allow you to get that perfect. And so now for our super long ion burns. I don't even know if they're considered burns. Ion thrusting. So I'm going to put our apoapsis out to that height, 2868.75, and then we're going to wait till we're over the space center and circularize it when we're at our apoapse. So it's going to take quite a few orbits. Push that out a little bit. Pretty picture. Check our settings. Circularize it a little bit. Oh. I was looking at the numbers to make sure I was on. So I didn't get it out all the way. So I did a partial burn. And now we have our apoapse out to there, and our periapse is much lower. So we'll just keep circling. Hopefully you guys aren't too dizzy. And it looks like this time we'll go ahead and circularize, because it looks like we're pretty much over the enemy, the hostile space center. Now, I wish I could include more combat in this episode, but I think next episode there will be quite a bit more combat. There is combat in this episode, but it's not too much. Yes, the lovely silence of ion drive. Ion drives, I don't like ion drives. Well, they're underpowered. But compared to real life, they're actually overpowered, because right now we're still working on the technology. So you notice I try and get as close as I can to 2868.75 kilometers, but it's never going to be exact. So ion drive uses ions, which are atoms without electrons. Uh-oh. Launch detected. Weapons detected. Already? Oh dear. So they sent something up, and probably trying to get our satellite. So let's go in here and build the space plane handling music. Is pretty speed up when it's done at 4 times speed. And this is 4 times speed. Kind of amusing to listen to. Anyway, so we want some sort of projectile. And then I'm going to put these on the side. That looks good. Alright, so we're going to make like arms. And yeah, probably our best projectiles will be the solid rocket boosters, just because we don't have to worry about controlling them after we launch them. Don't need probes on them or anything. We might put some SAS on them. But put a docking port just in case on this. And we'll test it out. See if it shoots straight. And this is down to 1 times speed. So we have enough delta V. Yeah. Straight into the sun. Alright, so. Accidentally swapped craft. Let's get it. Okay. We got it into space. Thank you, MacLeod. No, you didn't need it. So let's do an intercept. Funny, but it should get us an intercept. Methinks. Try and fix it a little. Can't fix it perfectly. Alright. Let's detach the main boosters. Far enough away before they destroy our ship. Turn this in. And goodbye music. Sometimes I accidentally mute KSP and forget to unmute it. Yep. Alright, so we're setting up for an intercept now. We have plenty of delta V to get this thing in orbit. And there it is. You can see it down the bottom leftish. Let's head towards this thing, try and destroy it before it can destroy the satellite. So this will be our first space encounter with whatever bad guys these are. So hopefully we can like get a prisoner or something to figure out who they are and what they want. Spin around, do a retro burn. Now unfortunately it's very hard to shoot them while you're flying past them because of the different velocities, and you have to make a triangle and stuff. So we're basically going to stop next to them and then shoot them. This also gives the bad guys time to turn and possibly fire at us and destroy us, which is not good. Target acquired. Looks pretty. The enemy ship looks pretty cool. I got to give their designers applause. All right, so we're basically relatively not moving. So let's come on. Ah, who will shoot first? That is the question. They're both almost lined up. This one's lined up. This one's. It hit it. It hit it. Something happened. It's mostly intact. Couple damaged parts, but it still has its drive and most of its torpedoes. This is not good. Alright. The enemy is engaged to pursuit course. Well, luckily we only have a probe up here. So, let's get this thing pointed. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And are they gonna shoot? Oh, you can barely see it. There's us. And all their torpedoes were in a circle and it went right around us. That's pretty bad. Look at all the shell casings. Alright, good, so we lived. Now it is a probe, and we don't really have any other spaceships up here. So let's just destroy this thing. Ramming speed. Engage a collision course. Oh dear. Well, that looks more promising. We had a lot more mass behind it. And, oh, look at that. Awesome. We get the prisoner. Well, we're going to have to send someone up to get the prisoner. But the debris. Dang, that's a pretty debris field. Henbin Kerman, you will be interrogated. Hopefully he can survive until next episode when we go and rescue him. Very serene, all the debris floating in space. And thanks for watching. This has been Derp Nerd.